Great sanitation film fans, Thomas O here. With all that returning tonight on Nickelodeon, I decided to do my top 10 favorite Nickelodeon shows. Because right now Nickelodeon's recent shows haven't been really the best. But over the years, like from the 90s to 2000s and all, they've made some pretty quality, entertaining shows. And I grew up watching Nickelodeon. There's some really cool stuff on Nickelodeon that was really great over the years. So with that being said, here's my 10 favorite Nickelodeon shows. All right, coming in at number 10 will be pretty much a spin-off of sorts, and that is Sam and Cat. Now this was kind of like a Nickelodeon version of Laverne and Shirley. And it was a spin-off of both Victorious and iCarly. In it, you got Ariana Grande's Cat Valentine character, who, and you got Jeanette McCurry's Sam character, who pretty much are ending up living together. So they decide to start a a babysitting service to raise money and all that. It's a pretty funny show. I mean, it wasn't as good as, let's say, Victorious or anything, but I thought it was pretty decent. And it was pretty cool to see, Cat have a spin-off, because I gotta say, Ariana Grande's Cat was probably such a major scene stealer of Victorious. And, I mean, right now, Ariana Grande is best known as, a singer and doing, music and all. I don't care what anyone says. When I think of Ariana Grande, I think of Cat, because she was such a scene stealer, and I thought she had really great chemistry with Sam. And I mean, Sam was also the best part on iCarly. I mean, even if you didn't like iCarly, you can't deny of how such a scene stealer Sam was. So it was pretty cool to see both Sam and Cat both together in the TV series. And there was also some other interesting supporting players. Like this actor named Cameron Akasayo, who played the character of Dice. You also had Zoran Kurach, who played Goomer. They were pretty much new friends of Sam and Cat. Murray Cheehan played Katz's Nona. It was a really funny show, and too bad they got rid of it, because I thought it was pretty decent. And I know Ariana Grande is really big with music and all, but it'll be cool seeing her come back as Cat in the near future, because I mean, yeah, it's pretty much music that's of course she's having a big career with music, but she's still the best way in Cage Cat. And yeah, if you guys still haven't seen Sam and Cat, they show it on Teen Nick a couple times. It's a pretty decent show. I mean, it kind of reminded me of Two Broke Girls in a way, like both Two Broke Girls and Laverne and Shirley. That's why I always consider this series as. Coming in at number 9 is Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Now, this series follows Devin Werkheiser, who plays a character named Ned Bigby, who has best friends Mose and Cookie, who's at James K. Polk Middle School. And in it, Ned ends up sharing. He pretty much is like a fourth wall breaker, and he shares tips and tricks on navigating the the survival guide of middle school and junior high school and all. It was a pretty decent show. Devin Werkheiser, I mean, he was really great as Ned. He was really funny. He broke lots of fourth wall, because he's throughout the whole show he mainly looked to the camera and spoke to the camera. He's pretty much like a Nickelodeon version of Deadpool. I'll put it that way. And his other two friends, the one actress in this, I think her name is Lindsay Shaw. She was really good. Daniel Curtis Lee was good. Some pretty good supporting players, and Yeah, if you guys never seen Ned's Declassified School for Survival Guide, I never cared for the name, to be honest. I just call it Ned's Declassified instead. But anyway, it was a pretty decent show, and you don't really see Devin Werkheiser a whole lot. I mean, I've seen him pop up here and there, like in more small affairs, but he hasn't really done like any other TV shows in a while. It'll be cool seeing a revival in the near future. Alright, coming in at number 8 is iCarly. Now, I'm gonna admit, I'm not like the world's biggest iCarly fan. But like I said, I've seen episodes here and there, and it's a decent show. You know, although my sister is the biggest iCarly fan, but I still appreciate iCarly. Like I said, Jeanette McCurry as Sam was fantastic. I mean, she played it. She played like the dumb character, yeah, but she played that role really well, and she had great chemistry with Miranda Cosgrove's Carly character. I mean, this is a whole show just about girl, having a webcam, like having a web series and all, and it has some pretty interesting characters. Like you got Spencer, and I mean the dude who plays Spencer, I can't remember the dude. Wait, let me pull up the cast list. It's been a while since I've seen this show, so. Oh yeah, the dude plays Spencer Jerry Trainer. Why did I froze up on his name? Anyway, of course, not to mention he's like a Nickelodeon major. You know, he's such a Steve Stiller as Spencer. Of course, you got Freddie Crest as Freddy, who's such a scene stiller. Noah Monarch as Gibby. Even had a couple of other celebrities had made cameos throughout iCarly. If I'm not mistaken, I think Michelle Obama had a guest spot. I could be wrong there, but yeah, I think Michelle Obama did have a guest spot. I know Emma Stone actually had a part in this. Jack Black had a guest spot. Like lots of celebrities really wanted in on the iCarly fan base, and yeah, and also not to mention they crossed over with Victorious one time. It's a pretty decent show. Like I'm not saying it's one of the greatest shows of all time, nothing like that, but it's pretty decent and pretty funny. Alright, coming in at number 7 is Are You Afraid of the Dark? Now, this was just in the news recently because it was recently reported that Nickelodeon is pretty much reviving the series. Now, Are You Afraid of the Dark was really like American Horror Story for kids. I'll put it that way. And it is pretty much about like a group of young members of the Midnight Society who gather around a campfire, and each episode's open with members of the Midnight Society telling creepy stories and it's a pretty creepy show, especially for a Nickelodeon show. And there were some really creepy episodes. There was a creepy clown in this. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Are You Afraid of the Dark, but I remember, like, it was weird that this show was even brought on Nickelodeon, because there is some really creepy stuff in this. But it's all play for fun, and yeah, it's a pretty decent show, and I'm actually really curious to seeing both the TV revival, and I know Paramount is like trying to get a movie made as well. So I'm really curious to seeing them bring this to the big screen also. But yeah, Are You Afraid of Dark was really good. I mean, shame they don't really play this on Teen Nick anymore. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen this show, and they barely show like reruns of this, which is disappointing to see. Like you can't really find reruns of Are You Afraid of the Dark on Teen Nick or anything, but coming in at number 6 is Zoe 101. Now this series starred Britney Spears' sister Jamie Lynn Spears as Zoe, who pretty much sells in her new boarding school in Malibu, and she pretty much be friends with lots of the group of students in the school, and also this show actually was a breakout series for Victoria Justice, because of course Victoria Justice led her own series after Zoe 101 ended. Man, this show went from 2005 and 2008, man. And it also had a really good theme song. Like, I don't want to sing the theme song, but it's called Follow Me, and it's a really good theme song. It's probably one of my favorite like theme songs to a series in recent years. It's a really good one. And also a few other great characters on this. Like you got Logan Reese played by Matthew Underwood, Dustin Brooks played by Paul Butcher, Chase Matthews played by Sean Flynn, Lola Martinez played by Victoria Justice, Aaron Sanders stole loads of scenes as Quinn Pensky. Christopher Massey was great as Micah Barrett. It has some really cool characters here, and lots of the episodes were pretty decent, and really dug the show. I mean, there are some it's a family show and all, but there are some they do go to like some adult situations in a couple of episodes. And Jamie Lynn Spears, I thought she was great as Zoe 101, as the character Zoe, I must say. It's a shame she doesn't do anything. I know she, recently, like, years ago, she had, like, a kid and all. But it'll be cool seeing her make some sort of comeback in the near future. I'll be down for a Zoe 101 reunion. Like, maybe a revival or some sort. It'll be cool seeing Jamie Lynn Spears back as a role again. And she really looks a lot like her sisters. Like, if you take Jamie Lynn Spears and look both at her and Britney Spears, they both literally look so much alike. Alright, speaking of Victoria Justice, my number 5 favorite is Victorious. This probably has some of the best songs I've seen from Nickelodeon. I mean, Victoria Justice, this was really the show. Like, her breakout show was really Zoe 101, but this was really the show that put Victoria Justice on the map. And of course, it was the show that put Ariana Grande on the map. I really like some of the cast members in this. They're all really great, and this high school was cool. I mean, the also not to mention Robbie's puppet Rex. I'm saying now, if they were ever to announce a spin-off featuring just Robbie and Rex, I will watch that in a heartbeat. I know they did a spin-off which was Sam and Cat, but I'll be all down with a spin-off of Rex and Robbie. Like, yeah, Rex says some not so great stuff to his owner Robbie, but it's all just for fun, That's a really funny puppet. Who knew that a puppet could probably be one of the best parts of a show? Like, seriously. And the other cast was pretty good. Like, you had Avon Joga, who was just in Shaft as a character Beck. Danelle Monet was Tori's sister Trina. Leon Thomas III was Andre. He was great. I liked Eric Lang as Mr. Psychowitz. It had some really awesome cast members, and it was a really funny show. There was some really cool episodes in this. I also like the one episode where iCarly and Victorious met. That was pretty cool. The one where they went to prison. I mean, this has some really cool, memorable episodes. And I gotta say, I'd be down to see a revival in the near future. I don't like with Ariana Grande's music contract. I don't know if that will ever happen. But if they ever announce a revival or some sorts in the near future, I'll be down to see it. Alright, coming in at number 4 is Kenan and Kel. Like a couple years before Saturday Night Live took fame, Kenan Thompson had his own sitcom, and that was Kenan and Kel, which was really a spin-off of all that. And in it, the series takes place in Chicago and follows the kid-friendly misadventures of two high school friends who are always scheming and dreaming. You've got Kenan, played by Kenan Thompson, who works at a grocery store, and he devises crazy plans to strike Strike It Rich, while you guys orange soda loving buddy named Kel, played by Kel Mitchell, who's always like dragging along for the ride despite his track record for messing lots of stuff up. It was a really funny sitcom, and Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell, those two were great together. I mean, too bad they never really had like done anything on Saturday Night Live together, because it would be cool seeing what they could do on SNL. And they just had really awesome on-screen chemistry, and you can tell how much great friends those two are. I mean, they're of course returning for the All That revival. It was a really funny show, and if you guys never seen Kenan and Kel, they show reruns on Nick at Night. It's a really funny sitcom. Coming in at number 3 is The Amanda Show. Now, before Amanda Bynes went cuckoo, she was great on Nickelodeon. Now, this was pretty much like, I guess this was pretty much the followed in the footsteps of All That, and they decided to give Amanda Bynes her own show, which was The Amanda Show. And the show kind of pretty much made breakouts of lots of cast members, like Drake and Josh was on The Amanda Show. You also had a couple of Drake and Josh cast members was in this. And, I mean, the show actually ran from 1999 to 2002 and had a pretty good theme song attached to it. Amanda Bynes was great on this. I mean, it's such a shame that her career really went down the hill, because I've always liked Amanda Bynes. She was always funny. She could be a pretty decent actress when she wants to. She was great on the show, and I really liked her show, and it'll be cool seeing her come back to Nickelodeon, but sad to say, with lots of her shticks lately, I don't know if we'll ever see her back on Nickelodeon ever again, but, it's crazy things have happened. But the Amanda Show was really great. Like, they had some pretty funny sketches. There was a good one where there was a cool sketch called Judge Trudy, which was like a ripoff of Judge Judy. There was another one called Amanda's Number One Fan. There was some pretty good sketches here. Like, if you guys want to check out some of the sketches, maybe go on YouTube and search up some of the Amanda Show sketches. They're all really funny to watch. Alright, my number 2 favorite Nickelodeon show, that's going to All That. All That, which is of course returning here in a bit. It was pretty much it was like Saturday Night Live for kids. That's what it was really like. And All That, pretty much, if it wasn't for All That, we wouldn't have people like Kenan Thompson, or we probably wouldn't have Nick Cannon, Amanda Bynes. This show really, made stars out of lots of people. Like, it had a really cool cast. You had Lori Beth Danberg, Kenan Thompson, Amanda Bynes, Nick Cannon, Gabriel Iglesias pretty much made his breakout with this. Jamie Lynn Spears, Alicia Reese was in this, Drake Bell, Josh Peck. You also had Kyle Sullivan, Danza Whittaker, who, by the way, is Forrest Whitaker's son. It had some really good cast members, like Tyra Banks was also on this. And not to mention, All That also spawned a couple of spin-offs, like Kenan and Kel, The Amanda Show, Zoe 101, The Nick Cannon Show, Just Jordan. Some pretty good, and some of the sketches was pretty funny too, as well. Especially the Good Burger sketch. I mean, that's probably one of the best sketches on All That. I mean, if you guys never seen any of the Good Burger sketches, check some of them out. Cal Mitchell was, of course, in that. Kenan Thompson. And, of course, Good Burger spawned off a feature film, which I'll be down to see a sequel for that. Anyway, yeah, All That is such a great show. And if you guys never seen it, I highly recommend it. Alright. Now, what's better than All That? What's better than Victorious and everything else? Alright, my number 1 favorite Nickelodeon show of all time, that's going to Drake and Josh. I love Drake and Josh. I used to watch the show all the time when it was on. It I guess you could say it also spawned a spin-off from all that and the Amanda Show, because Drake Bell and Josh Peck mainly became big, during the Amanda Show, and this was pretty much like this was like a kid's version of the movie Step Brothers. Like the movie Step Brothers was kind of an R-rated version of Drake and Josh, and I thought both Drake Bell and Josh Peck, they both were funny together. And of course, you had Miranda Cosgrove as Megan, who pulled off lots of pranks. The one who plays the parents on Drake and Josh is great. The one who played Josh's girlfriend, Mindy. I always keep forgetting if it's Mindy or Mandy. Yeah, it's Mindy. She was pretty funny on this. Had some couple of actors have made their spot on Drake and Josh. Like Vanessa Hudgens once had a part on Drake and Josh. Taron Killam, before SNL, before his SNL days, he had a guest spot on us on Drake and Josh. I think Lucy Hale had a guest spot. Even Gary Coleman once had a guest spot on Drake and Josh. So lots of actors really went in on this show, and it's a really great show. And if you guys never seen Drake and Josh by now, do yourself a favor. It's on TNEC all the time. Check out Drake and Josh. To me, it's the best Nickelodeon show. And I know Drake Bell and Josh Peck has teased, they might do a reunion in the near future. I'll be down to see it. It'll be cool seeing these two, return again. Whether it's a revival for Nickelodeon or Netflix or whatever, I'll love to see another Drake and Josh revival in the near future. Because to me, it's like I said, it's Nickelodeon's best work, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Sam and Cat. 9, Ned's Declassified School Survivor Guide. 8, iCarly. 7, Are You Afraid of the Dark? 6, Zoe 101. 5, Victorious. 4, Kenan and Kel. 3, The Amanda Show. 2, All That. 1, Drake and Josh. Now, there's a couple of other Nickelodeon shows I probably could have added. Now, people who watch this will probably be like, hey, where's SpongeBob and all? I'm going to admit right now, I'm not really the world's biggest... I really don't care for SpongeBob. I know lots of people will be like, oh, what? Even as a kid, I could never get into SpongeBob. I mean, it's weird. I'm not into the SpongeBob shows, but the movies I'm actually okay with. I know that's a little weird, but... And some of the anime stuff were okay, but they were never really shows that really stuck with me. But I did like Rugrats, Fairly Odd Parents. Avatar: Last Airbender was cool. Never really got into it though. But other shows on Nickelodeon, like some of the recent shows were okay. Like Henry Danger is not all half bad. The School of Rock series was decent. Game Shakers was, that's not all that great, but Big Time Rush. Other shows on Nickelodeon like Legend of the Hidden Temple, Double Dare, not the new one. The new one's not all that good. The Wild Thornberrys was decent. Definitely not Nicky, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn. That's probably one of the worst names for a kids show. Cat Dog, which was actually pretty funny. Clarissa Explains All, which is getting rebooted, by the way. Real Monsters is a good one. Yeah, there's some pretty decent shows from Nickelodeon. Let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite Nickelodeon shows? And another question is, what Nickelodeon show would you be down to see a revival of? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Tom Sells signing off.